Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So I have news about former DC Lieutenant Shane Lamond. As you guys all know, Lamond was indicted for obstruction of justice and various other crimes because it was revealed that he was secretly communicating with the chairman of the Proud Boys, Enrique Tarrio. So Lamond had been assigned as kind of a liaison to the violent alt-right group, and Lamond was supposed to be gathering intelligence for the police to try to help them deal with the Proud Boys, with some of their violent incidents that they seemed to incite everywhere they went. But instead, and in violation of police policy, Lamond started messaging with Tarrio through an encrypted app. And this started after the 2020 election. And as I mentioned to you guys not too long ago, he decided that he was going to set these messages to automatically delete after they had been read. So Lamond was caught passing internal information, police communications, to Tarrio. For example, one of the biggest issues was that he gave Tarrio advanced warning about his impending arrest. So as you all know, I'm sure, Tarrio was arrested in early January 2021 when he headed to DC for the January 6th insurrection. Well, Lamond went to trial a couple weeks back. I reported on all of this for you. And Tarrio was pulled out of prison so he could testify on Lamond's behalf. Well, might have been a mistake. Tarrio seems to have made quite an impression on the judge, and not a good one, because on Monday before Christmas, so just a week ago, the judge found Lamond guilty on all counts. So one count of obstruction of justice, and then 3 counts of lying to investigators. And in her ruling, this is U.S. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson, she referred to Tarrio as a, quote, awful witness and, quote, flippant, grandiose, and obnoxious. In fact, Judge Berman Jackson said that Tarrio's testimony was, quote, illogical and incredible, not in a good way. And she said, as a witness, Tarrio is, quote, one of the worst I've ever had the opportunity to sit next to during my tenure on the bench. And then as for Lamond, the judge determined he undermined his fellow officers with, quote, entirely unauthorized back-channel communications. And then Judge Berman Jackson also wrote, quote, the defendant wasn't using Tarrio as a source. It was the other way around. And she said Lamond was, quote, giving out a lot more information than he was taking in. And the judge pointed to the fact that Lamond went, quote, poking around the police department to try to get details about their investigation into Tarrio, and then he was passing that information along to him. And she slammed Lamond for uncovering very little about the Proud Bigots' plans for January 6th, and she said it was, quote, at a pretty critical time for the country, which is very true. So Lamond is scheduled to be sentenced on April 3rd of 2025. He is facing a maximum of up to 30 years for the obstruction conviction, and then an additional 5 years max for each of the 3 false statement convictions. So 45 years total. But now we all know how that works, and he's not going to get anywhere near that. But and too, I should point out, this was unfortunately a federal case and conviction. So this could be one of the ones that Trump chooses to intervene in. He could let him off the hook. So there you go. So that's where things stand. I will definitely let you know when he is sentenced, how that all shakes out. I will definitely let you know if Donald Trump decides to put his finger on the scale here, but we'll see. So much up in the air at this point. But at least, he has faced some sort of consequence for his actions, I guess, having to go to trial and all that. Small, small comfort, I know. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Please also donate if you possibly can. Really helps to keep the show going. I greatly appreciate it. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.